evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with Grim Fandango. My name is Lemorack. Thank you very much for joining me yet again. Now we start with the really long part of this game. I remember Rubacava as being probably the place where I got stuck in Grim Fandango for the longest time, because there's a lot of stuff to do here. The paths to all the things that we have to do, all the objectives that we have to fulfill, which at the current moment include getting Glottis some tools so he can work on board the Limbo? Whatever boat. He needs to work on board the ship's engine room. We need to figure out where Naranja is, who's the guy who runs the ship's galley. We can sort of subtly steal his spot on the ship. And we're going to have to get ourselves a card for the Union. Now, I'm going to go do what I remember to do first. I guess we might as well talk to the Seabees, as long as we're out here. Because they're the ones who have the tools, right? Hey, bees.
These bees don't seem too busy. Cold one, huh, Terry?
Yeah, it's always cold when you're unemployed, Manny.
Unemployed?
Who's unemployed? Aren't you guys in the union?
The union? They don't look after us little guys. They're run by the coppers. And you of all people should know, Manny, that the cops are in bed with the gambling joints.
I take offense to that true statement.
Hey, I run an honest joint. We ain't in bed with nobody.
What about the protection money?
We pay every week. On the nose, through the nose, like an honest place should.
See what I mean? This town is just a big conga line of hustlers, all laughing and dancing and scratching each other's backs.
So, it's actually not that different from the land of the living, then.
Why aren't you guys up there working?
You don't know the deal down here on the docks, do you, Manny? If you want to get the jobs, you have to pay the unions extra dues. And that ain't cheap. We don't pay, and so they put us on barrel duty.
Barrel duty?
Why don't you just pay the union off then?
We got our pride, Manny. We're straight stingers, you know? Not to mention we just don't have any cash to spare now that we're not working. I mean, it's like a problem where, the solution makes the problem, worse.
Like a catch-22?
Yeah, wow. I wish I knew words like that.
Oh boy. Topical, huh?
If the union is crooked, why don't you register a complaint?
That's a good one, Manny. Did you hear that, guys? He thinks we should register a complaint.
You bees are being exploited. You should do something about it.
Yeah, what can we do? We're just a handful of unorganized drones. We don't know nothing about nothing except just how to take it on a chin.
I think you're just a bunch of complainers.
You don't know what it's like, man. Every day we come down here, we try and make an honest living. We find out that you gotta be a crooked bee to win down here. He knocks the pollen out of you, man. He makes you weak.
Since you're not using your tools, think I could borrow them?
Well, we sold them to feed our families.
Then how are you ever gonna work?
I told you things were messed up down here, Manny. I told you.
If the cops own the union, and gambling's in bed with the cops...
Yeah, and then who really runs the gambling, right? Well, no offense, but Maximino is really the big boy in town, obviously. But word is, he gets his orders from some hardcore gangsters in El Mero. Yeah, that fancy cat track is really just a big laundromat, if you get my drift.
Totally. I think I know who that Almaro Mafia guy is, too.
Hey, can I borrow one of your union cards?
What, are you kidding? You know how much I had to pay Chow Chilla Charlie to get mine?
Oh. Chow Chua Charlie, you say?
You guys know a seaman, Naranja?
Nah, Seabees and sailors don't mix.
But you're in the same union.
Well, maybe so, but some traditions are sacred there, Manny.
You bees gotta be strong.
Things just aren't the way they should be down here, Manny. It's like the worker bees. They do all the work. But we can't affect it's like the way that things are produced should be controlled by, we should, forget it. I'm just a dumb, hungry, out-of-work bee.
So close, dude. So close to nailing that statement you were looking for there. Just gonna have to figure out a way to help you. I'll be back to the blue casket in a bit. For now, I'm going to follow up on that clue that we should talk to Chow Chua Charlie. I think I still remember this map's layout somewhat. We need to go up this... Oh, look at him. Closing the door like a good boy. Need to go back up, as this is where we will find our club. That tune sticks in my head because the time it takes Manny to run... Oh. Time it takes Manny to run all the way up to the club entrance, you just get through the main refrain of the song. All the music in this game is lovely. It's so nice coming back to it and listening to it all again.
Manny?
So I got a thing I need.
Can you make reasonable union cards?
Manny, are you going to start moonlighting, or are you just looking to hang out with the sailors?
Can you do it or not?
I have a deal for you. If you can retrieve my money from Maximino, I can make you president of that crooked union.
I don't need to be president. And why does Max have your money?
I put a whole suitcase of it up for collateral on a rather large wager last month. The race was fixed, Manny. They stole my money like common thieves. Here, take this VIP pass and use it to get into the High Rollers Lounge. They won't let me in there anymore. There should be a safe somewhere in the wine cellar, and my suitcase should be in it.
And you can get me a card tonight.
If you make it back, Manny, the card will be on the table.
So we gotta get Charlie's money back from a race.
Le numéro gagnant.
Okay. Now we are going to have to show this card to Glottis eventually, but there's dialogue that I don't want to miss out on first, so... Let's go take a little walk through town and familiarize ourselves with some of the other locations. Let's enjoy these lovely tunes. See? Perfect. Anyway... Now the club that he was talking about has a lot of stuff here that's eventually going to be important, but for now, I'm going to try and stay focused. Scenery in this game is also really beautiful. Ooh, what are you? I don't want to wait for him to walk all the way to examine the thing. It's a giant airship. It's a really cool giant airship.
Myron's memory, closing in. And Smokey's ride.
Hey!
Full of curiosity, standing her ground. Full of curiosity.
Looks like a great
Coming
night
up
for
on the
cat
finish,
races.
We have a winner.
This is the cat
Full of
track that
curiosity. In first,
Glottis
followed
gets to
by
ride his bone wagon on every
Myron's
now and then.
memory. And in third place, Smokey's ride.
I'm sorry, monsieur, but...
Here's my pass, Jean-Claude.
And
Now
again,
shut those
a winner.
doors and drive.
Full of
Oui,
curiosity,
monsieur.
Followed by
But actually, my name is
memory.
Raoul.
Smokey's ride.
Jean-Claude.
Catch, scratch, speeder.
Alright, so here we are. This is the club. We gotta find a way to get to wherever Charlie's money's being kept. This is a clue. The barrel being rolled down. For now, all we need from here is this here turkey baster, I think.
Looks like a turkey baster.
Yep. We need that. Can I talk to you?
Busy as ever, I see.
Guess not. Nobody here to talk to yet. There will be later. Ah, Max. Let's talk to Max.
Hello, Maximino.
Why, if it ain't Manny Calavera, come to see how the big boys play, eh, Manny?
From what I can tell, they play with kitties.
Kitties, roulette tables, what's the difference? They go round and round all day, and they're both more reliable when they're fixed. Am I right?
I like you.
How's the old cat race, Max?
Well, volume's pretty low. Most everybody's out of town.
Tell me about it.
But I've got some side businesses that help smooth over the rough spots.
What kind of side businesses?
Manny, let's just say our El Mato associates appreciate our out-of-town perspective.
You know, you got a pretty nice setup here.
You got a good little club yourself, Manny. Not as nice as my girlfriend's, of course.
Did you say your girlfriend?
Hey, Manny, don't pretend you don't hear the gossip. It's not a secret anymore. Olivia and I are officially an item.
I'm here for Charlie's money. No, seriously. He says you have a lot of it.
Oh, I got a lot of it, but none of it's his.
Ooh. I like the new blimp.
Yeah, I decided not to let what happened to the Olivia 1 get me down. Imagine, you try to impress your girlfriend by building her a beautiful airship, and what happens? It goes and crashes, explodes, and burns on your own track. And kills her favorite cat, too. Not the kind of thing that makes the young girl's hearts go a-flutter. I'll tell you that, toys.
I'm leaving town tonight.
That's great, Manuel. No one needs a vacation more than you. Get out of town. Forget about that Meche woman.
Yeah.
Your new waiter's got quite an attitude, even for a snooty waiter type.
Hey, Manny, when you put labels like that on people, it's like you stick people in these little boxes and never let them out.
Very interesting choice of words.
We're all in little boxes back home, Max. 6 feet under.
Now you're talking like the town coroner, Manny. Cut it out.
Well, I'll let you get back to staring out the window.
Just can't get enough of my cats.
Gotta love big shot mafia guys chatting each other up. Anyway, let's get on with some of the plot, huh? So one of the things we're gonna have to do is... The thing is, a lot of this stuff you really just kind of find out by accident. In this particular case, there are some puzzles in this game that you can't actually solve without just handing out items to everybody and hoping that you get a good combination. Like, the solution to this one, for instance, is one that I don't think I ever would have thought of by myself. Like, with an actual logical reasoning. Just kind of... No, wait, I don't want to go down. I want to go up. Damn it, that tune. It's just so catchy. I just can't get rid of it. Keep humming it everywhere I go, and I forget where it's from. And you're gonna get to listen to it every time the Rubalcaba sections end. Whoop! There we go. So, what we gotta do here is we gotta show Gladys this here card.
Check out this fancy pass to the High Rollers Lounge. Can you believe how full of themselves they are over there? I don't think their place is any more VIP than ours, do you?
I don't know. I try to stay away from that place.
Really? Why?
'Cause of my problem.
Gladys? Compadre?
Problem, you say? Well, any problem of Gladys is a problem of mine. I mean, I don't actually get tired of this tune. I love listening to it. I love humming it. I do wish there was some kind of fast travel option, because this is probably the largest in-game area. One where you just spend so much time going from place to place. In the end, you kind of gotta remember where things are. This is also, you know, the longest bit of the game where the puzzles are the most spread out. Basically, you got just a very small number of important things to do, right? You need the Union card, you need the tools, and you need to find a Ranha, but all of those things are littered with other menial tasks and favors you need to perform for people, and you know, convoluted detours. There. Well, look what we got.
What's that?
I had no idea you liked gambling so much, Glottis.
Well, the doctors made me promise I wouldn't do it anymore.
He got drunk quickly.
But they can't get in the high rollers lounge, Doc, can they? That's a good cat.
Oh dear. See if we can't get Max to cut him off, huh?
Pretty bad, pretty bad, pretty bad, pretty bad, pretty bad.
Hello, Maximino.
Why, if it ain't Manny Calavera, come to see how the big boys play, eh, Manny?
From what I can tell, they play with kitties.
Kitties, roulette tables, what they go round and round.
Look, you gotta cut Glottis off. He has a problem.
As long as he's got credit, then he's got no problem.
Credit? How did Glottis get credit?
He's part owner of your club, ain't he?
Half owner, actually.
Well, he put the joint up as collateral. So as long as you're in business, he's in business.
Really? Put his part of the joint up, huh? Again, this is going to be important for later.
Oh, kitty! Go, go, go!
So next spot I'd like to visit. It's the one we've kind of avoided so far, but it's going to play another important part in the events to come. And that is the Blue Casket. Try to figure out what the best way to get there is. Can we go in there? Guess not. There it is. This is the place that Max's girlfriend owns. Huh. Waiter appears to be carrying something.
Lola? What are you doing here? This crowd doesn't go much for souvenir pictures, except maybe of Lennon.
Shh! Manny, I'm on a stakeout. I'm gonna prove to Maximino once and for all that Olivia's no good for him.
Still hung up on Max, eh? Take my advice, Angel. Forget about him. He's a gambling racketeer.
Like you.
Oh, that hurts, baby.
Hey, shh! Here they come.
Totally inconspicuous.
Come on, sugar. How about a kiss for the road?
Oh, ick. Don't let me down, Nick. You're a lawyer. You're not supposed to have feelings.
I don't, but I know a good tart when I see one.
What's a tort?
Hey! If Maximino sees that, we're going to end up in matching terracotta pots.
Don't be silly. He wouldn't hurt me. He loves me. Manny, at last we're alone. Tell me, how are the bourgeoisie?
Fine. How's Max?
Oh, Gramps, don't start.
What are you doing with a snake like Nick?
I'd lay it on you, Manny, but I don't think you'd get it.
Messing around with your boyfriend's lawyer is pretty dangerous.
Oh, maybe I was wrong. You do get it.
Attracted to danger, huh? Well, I would be hypocritical. Hypocritical. It would be hypocritical for me to call her out on that.
I'm a little worried about Lola.
That's because she's doomed, Manny. She fell in love with Maximino. That's the one mistake I never made.
Why are you... You know what? Never mind.
You think Nick would hurt her?
Only if he finds her, and take it from me. He's not good at finding things.
Is that a sex joke? I think that's a sex joke.
Open mic night seems like a big hit.
It always takes those timid souls a while to get up the nerve.
Maybe it would help if you went up there and started things rolling.
Oh, Manny, read poetry in my own club? That would be like this whole place was just a big temple set up to worship me.
I mean, isn't it?
Oh, come.
Okay. Alive. We slept. Life's just some rapid eye movement. In a warm, cozy bed. Buried. We wake. The flesh dream is over, Daddy. Now that we're all crazy dead.
Who has bongos? Somebody has bongos.
That was great.
Yeah, but that's the last one.
No, it's not.
Little dark in here, don't you think?
Dark and cold, like the hearts of men.
You know, I'm thinking of buying this place.
Really? I thought about buying yours for a while, but then I just decided to ask my boyfriend Max to buy it for me.
You can have it. I'm leaving town.
Manny, you sound so exciting all of a sudden. Why are you leaving town?
Do I be honest with her? Sure.
I'm chasing a woman I met once and can't forget.
Well, I have a poem I wrote just for you. Pay attention because it's pretty short. Here it goes. Ch ah 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 ah
Wow.
Hey, how about another poem?
Okay. Ashes to ashes. To ashes, to ashes, to ashes, to ashes, to ashes, to ashes, to me. To ashes, to ashes, to ashes, to ashes.
Huh.
That was great.
Yeah, but that's the last one.
Not a big fan of that one, actually. There's one particular one I want to get out of her.
Hey, how about another poem?
Okay, I called my cat Boney, till she said it wouldn't do. I said, why? She said, sister, because that's what I've been calling you.
That's cute. I like it.
That was great.
Yeah, but that's the last one.
No, it's not. You obviously have an ego problem.
Hey, how about another poem?
Okay, last one, folks. With bony hands, I hold my partner. On soulless feet, we cross the floor. The music stops, as if to answer. An empty knocking at the door. It seems his skin was sweet as mango when last I held him to my breast. But now, we dance this Grim Fandango. And will for years before we rest.
That was great.
Really, this time I just don't have any more.
I think that's the perfect place to close out.
Well, catch you later, hip chick.
Keep practicing that lingo, man. You'll get it.
Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hope you will dance this Grim Fandango with me in the episodes to come. I'll see you next time.